Hey everyone, just wanted to say first of all a massive thank you to everyone who's been subscribing and commenting on my videos. I've reached over 10,000 subscribers. It's almost reaching 11,000 subscribers. I'm really overwhelmed and really thankful and very grateful that you guys have all been supporting my channel by subscribing and liking and commenting on all the videos, so I really appreciate all of that. And if some of you were sort of familiar with the last contest that I did, the giveaway for the eyeshadow names for the artist of makeup, well, in this video I'm going to announce the winners as well as answer some questions from the last video which I uploaded about the question and answers. So yeah, so just a little mini quick update. So I've got two names which I chose for the eyeshadow name for the artist of makeup eyeshadows, soon to be launching. I haven't got a date for you guys yet, so you're just gonna have to be patient with me a little longer. So I've got, here are the eyeshadows. There's another palette there, but I've chosen specifically two names which I thought were really fitting for the eyeshadow colours. This one here, and the name is Rapunzel for this one, and I thought that was a really beautiful, pretty name for it. And you know who you are, because there was only one person that suggested Rapunzel for that yellow eyeshadow, and it was Sanam B. Wasim from Facebook entry. I don't know if you can see. You can't see, so what's the point? So she thought of Rapunzel, and I thought that was a really good name for the yellow colour. So well done. And another one is the purple. So that was here. Remember, I did say that even if you come up with a really good name and it's not fitting for that eyeshadow colour, but I was going to really love it, then I would also choose it for that name. And the other name that somebody thought of was, drumroll, was Orchid, and I really love that name for this purple eyeshadow. And the person who thought of Orchid is Tahrima Nasreen. And there's her Facebook entry. I don't know if you can see. No, again, you can't see. So Tahmina Nasreen, well done. You, along with Sanam B. Wasim, have won your eyeshadow palettes, and once they're launched, you'll be able to pick and choose the colours that you like in the 9 palette to fit in. So well done, guys, and thank you for everybody who joined in the fun and thought of some names. I really sort of enjoyed reading all the suggestions that you guys came up with, so thank you so much for that. So I'm just going to do the 10 questions at a time. There were about 40 questions you guys asked me. So I'm going to start with the ones from the bottom, so the earliest, the first ones that people asked. So the first one is, I love your scarf, where is it from? Now obviously she's referring to the last scarf that I wore in the last video. This is Happy Moon 95. My scarves are usually either from the local, I guess, markets. They have really good scarves. Sometimes my mum gets them from abroad. The one that you saw in the last video was from Turkey. But yeah, just like any kind of pashmina scarves, or sometimes my sister looks at scarves and she always buys me the ones that she thinks that I'd like. So it's kind of like they're just from everywhere. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. And the next question is, quick question, I have $50 store credit for Sephora. What do you recommend I get? Now, we don't have Sephora in the UK, but what I would probably advise you to get would be sort of not necessarily makeup as such. I would say invest in some tools. So something like the beauty blender. I don't know how much that costs in dollars. I mean, I think in the UK it's around something like £18 or something. So it looks like this. It's a beauty blender which expands when you put it in water. It's very soft, and it applies your makeup really well. So almost no matter which foundation, but usually whichever foundation you use, this can make it look really flawless. So invest in some tools. I would say also invest in some Shiomura eyelash curlers. They're amazing, especially if you have short lashes, straight lashes. It gives an amazing curl to your lashes, and highly recommend it. I think Sephora does do perfume, so if you guys do have perfume in Sephora stores, I would recommend that you get my one of my favourite perfumes. This is Sheer by Stella, and it's an amazing scent. I just absolutely love it, and it smells great in winter, smells great in summer. It's an all year round perfume, so really love love those products. So I think that would cover your $50 store credit. I'm not sure, so don't count me on it. And what's the next question? Could you please do a room tour or makeup storage area tour? Yes, I shall. I would love to do a room tour. There is so much that I actually need to, you know, show you guys, but I will in time do that. When I have a chance, then I will do that. So definitely yes. What is your ethnicity? My ethnicity, I am Arab. So I am from Iraq originally. I was born in London, raised in London in the UK. So yeah, so I'm Arabic. Again, what's your nationality? Same question. Could you do the equivalent of a $20 makeup challenge? I'm not sure what the $20 makeup challenge is, but I'm guessing I get to do a full face of makeup with $20 or £20, I guess. I will try and do that. If that's not the case, then tell me what the $20 makeup challenge is and I will try and do it for you guys. Somebody else has asked, my question to you is, what cheekbone highlighter and foundation do you use on the brides you work on? Their skin just radiates and glows. I don't know if many of you know, but I am using my own Artist of Makeup cream foundation on the majority of my brides. I also use one of the eyeshadow highlighters as a highlighter on their cheeks, so just along the cheekbone area. It is an eyeshadow, but I use a tiny amount to get a really beautiful glowing highlighted area just across there. So that is what I am using currently. I just find that the current highlighters, which I do have, is the NARS Albatross and the Candlelight by Kevyn Aucoin. Those are the other two, but they're almost too subtle for me. I guess my brides want a more dramatic look, and the eyeshadows that I use, Artist of Makeup eyeshadows, there are highlighter shades which do a perfect job, so that's what I'm using at the moment. Another question, can you recommend any products that are good in reducing dark circles around the eyes, as a lot of us Asians, Pakistani Indians, have it due to hereditary and other reasons, and I can't seem to get rid of them. Also, have you heard of Pharma Clinics or use any of their products? I haven't used any Pharma Clinics products, but if you guys suggest that I should try it out, maybe for a review, then I will. The same person saying, I've never worn foundation before. How can I tell if I have yellow tone or pink tone? Is it best to put the foundation on your jawline, see which one blends in the most? Now, this is something that I really wanted to go into more detail. When you go out to buy foundation, because I used to work in department stores, so I know exactly what, you know, the customer needs. I know exactly what the kind of the retail side of it. Sometimes it is just to sell you guys products. I never used to do that because I never used to work on commission, but sometimes it is a case of them trying to sell to you. So just be wary. Never make a decision based on the fact that it might look good in the lighting in the department store. What I want you to do next time you go to try out foundation, I want you to pick a colour. Well, I want you to pick a colour that's about 3 shades closest as possible to your actual real genuine skin tone. I want you to apply them across your jawline, so maybe 3 strips across the jawline, so 1, 2, 3. And if you don't wear a hijab, then obviously try and get it so it matches almost your neck colour, not necessarily your face. But obviously if your face is much darker than your neck, then you don't necessarily want it to be too light or too dark, whichever way around it is. Make sure it's medium colour. Now, after you've applied these 3 different shades, or the closest shades to your skin, I want you to go out into broad daylight. Tell the lady at the counter, I want to take my time, I want to make a decision before I commit to buying this product. I always used to say that to my customers. I used to say, look, go and have a look at what it looks like in the light, in broad daylight, and see if you like it. Because I think there's no point in telling somebody to try and buy foundation there and then, because first of all it oxidizes in the air, so it becomes darker after about 10-15 minutes, so you can't really judge it after just applying it after 2-3 minutes. So give it a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes before you go outside. Have a look, check a mirror and see if it's good. I mean, don't wear any other foundation, don't wear your normal foundation and put those 3 strips on your jawline. Make sure that you actually have no makeup on when you go to try out a foundation. So you've seen which one is closest resembles to your skin. If there isn't one that resembles your skin tone, don't buy it. go to a different makeup counter and try what they've got to offer. Just keep hopping around. Even if you don't get to buy anything on that day, don't worry, just make another day to go, because the best thing that I could advise you on here is just don't commit to buying a foundation just because you feel under pressure from the lady that's helping you. Just say to her, you know, I want to make sure that I get the right foundation because I've always bought the wrong foundation and I don't want to make the same mistake again. So just first of all, find out what kind of coverage you want to get. If you want to get full coverage, medium coverage, let them know, because they'll be able to advise you. There are lots of, you know, different types of coverage foundations, so just be wary of that. When it comes to pink tone or yellow tone, usually Asian skin tones would fall into that yellow tone category. So you want something that's a little bit warmer, not necessarily cooler where the pinks come in. If you're more European, Caucasian type of skin tone, you don't necessarily need to get something that's pink based or pink toned. You can still go for a yellow olive toned foundation. It just depends what kind of warmth or cool foundation you want. So yeah, so usually that's how you kind of differentiate. It's your choice at the end of the day what shade you want to go. Some people want to go lighter, some people want to look more tanned. I hope I haven't rambled on, but let's move on to the next question. Okay, oh, and also she asked about dark circles. I would say with dark circles, there's lots of different factors. Dark circles could mean that you're very, very tired and fatigued. So it could just mean that you should just cut out caffeine from your diet and have at least 8 hours of sleep a day. Now this will probably reduce your dark circles. If it's a hereditary thing, then I do recommend getting the Kevin Aqua Sensual Skin Enhancer. Now this is a highly pigmented, it's a foundation, but it's also can be used as a concealer, and it's really, really pigmented, and it will cover those under eye circles completely. So those are some of your questions answered. I will be making another video to answer more of the questions, because obviously I can go on and I don't want to ramble on, so I'm going to do just like, you know, 8 to 10 questions per video. Also, I wanted to ask you guys what kind of videos, now that there's 10,000 of you subscribed to the channel, I really would love to know what type of videos do you want to see on here. This is your channel. I want you to get, you know, creative with me. Tell me what you want to see. Do you like these bridal, you know, makeover transformations that I'm doing? Do you prefer celebrity inspired looks? Do you prefer, you know, real makeup in terms of a day-to-day wear? Do you prefer, I don't know, everyday makeup looks? What is it that you guys want to watch? I really want to know, so that I can create those kind of videos that you guys are subscribing to the channel for. So make your suggestions. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!